everybody, Dr. Miller here from Smart Health, and today I wanted to talk to you about is sitting hurting your back? Are you sitting too much? Is your chair uncomfortable? You're maybe working from home and sitting at home a lot more than you were before, and maybe you don't have a good chair at home versus the chair you had at your office before you were working from home. Maybe you're not somebody who works from home, but yet you find yourself just doing a lot more sitting and you're finding that you're getting stiff or achy. I've had a lot of people telling me over the last week or two that when they sit, they're fine, and then they get up from sitting and their back is stiff or tight or sore, and so they're very uncomfortable. And I thought I would share with you today some tips on if your back is sore or stiff, things that you can do at home pretty easily to help with that. So I have just a standard dining room chair here. As you can see, mine, it's a little cushy, but not a tremendous amount of lumbar support here. And when you're sitting in a chair like this, kind of a flat back, you don't know if you have good lumbar support, or it might be good for a short time, but maybe not for a couple of hours doing work. And so a couple of things you can do to make the chair better is put some sort of support at the low back or your lumbar spine, and you want to put that support right about waist high. So you're going to put your hands on your hips. That's about where you want the support to be. Now I just have a jacket that I rolled up here that I'm using for my example, placing that right here on my back and then sitting against that. And that's going to force a normal curve in the low back. It's going to take some of the pressure off of the muscles and the ligaments in my back. And so you can do that with a cardigan or a small throw pillow or a little blanket, but just anything that you can roll up to put in the small of your back at the waistline to help with your normal low back curve. You also want to sit back in your chair. We have a tendency when we're working or even relaxing that we're not sitting all the way back in the chair. So even if you had a chair with great lumbar support, so many people sit in the front of their chair and then they're getting absolutely no support because they're sitting right on the edge of their seat. So sitting back in the chair, putting a little pillow there or the blanket, towel, whatever, is just a great way to be able to get more support in your low back. Secondly, what you can do is put your feet up on something. And so if you're sitting in an office chair, you could just do something like a box a few inches tall. We have a lot of boxes here, so if you're a patient, you can ask for a box next time you're in with all our supplements that we get in. But just putting a box on the floor and then putting your feet up on a box can also help angle the pelvis, and that can take some of the irritation and pressure off of your low back. So it doesn't matter, different heights of bodies are going to need different size boxes, and then also too, depending on your kitchen table, if that's where you're sitting, or your desk at home, will determine the size of the box. So just something to get your feet a few inches off of the floor can help alleviate some of that tension in your low back. So my top 2 tips for low back discomfort when sitting are support at the low back and then also a box underneath the feet. If you have any questions, reach out, let me know. If you have any comments on how this works for you, if you know people that are complaining of a stiff back because they're working from home or sitting more, share, like the video, and give me any suggestions on any other tips you might need. Bye everybody, have a great day.